Okay, so you've got some exciting plans for this month, right? And naturally, you want to know how the stars are aligning.
Of course, who doesn't?
Exactly.
Especially when there's a full moon glowing in the sky.
It's true. We're diving deep into October's full moon this time around,
Oh,
and it just so happens to be a supermoon,
it is a supermoon.
which is extra special.
It really is. Not only is it closer to Earth,
Yeah.
so it's going to appear larger
Yeah.
and brighter in the night sky, but astrologically,
Yes.
it's potent too.
Okay.
And a full moon in fiery Aries.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for some serious energy.
Right. We're talking about the biggest supermoon of the year,
Yes.
peaking on October 17th. And I, for one,
Right.
will be setting my alarm for 4:26 a.m. Eastern Time
Wow.
to catch it.
Yeah.
But you mentioned a full moon in Aries being a
Right.
big deal astrologically. Can you kind of break that down a little bit more for us?
Absolutely. So in astrology, the full moon is like the culmination point of a cycle that began with the new moon.
Mm.
It's a time when things come to light, emotions are heightened, and you might find yourself feeling more energized or
Okay.
even a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's like the universe is shining a spotlight on everything that's been brewing since that new moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this time, that spotlight is amplified because it's a supermoon.
Okay.
Plus, it's infused with this bold, action-oriented energy of Aries.
Okay, so this is where that hunter's moon name comes into play.
Yes.
I was reading a little bit about that,
Yes.
about it being linked to ancient traditions.
It is imagine after the harvest.
Okay.
The fields are bare, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the bright light of this particular full moon illuminates the land.
Yes.
Hunters could easily see deer and other animals plump from summer's bounty,
Right?
making them easy prey.
Yeah.
It was a time of seizing opportunities, taking decisive action, going after what you need to survive.
Wow, that really paints a vivid picture.
Yes.
So this full moon is like a cosmic green light to go after our goals with that same kind of focus and determination.
It can be, the article that we're looking at from People magazine calls it a surge of momentum, enthusiasm, and passion.
I like it.
Almost like a cosmic push to tackle those long-term aspirations.
Yeah.
But there's another layer to it, too.
Okay.
Remember that new moon on October 2nd?
I was just going to ask you about that
Yeah.
because does the full moon affect what we were doing back then?
Absolutely. It acts like an echo, amplifying whatever themes were present in your life around that new moon.
Oh,
So think back to the beginning of the month. What were you focused on?
yeah.
What intentions did you set this full moon could bring those matters to a head?
Okay.
Or even provide some breakthroughs?
I like it. Okay, so we've got this powerful supermoon shining a light on our new moon intentions and giving us that extra little bit of like Aries energy. I'm ready to grab life by the horns.
Yeah.
But I know this full moon also has some unique aspects, like astrologically speaking. Can you
Right,
give us those details?
Yeah, so you're right. This full moon is a bit of a cosmic cocktail, right? Remember how we mentioned it being in Aries?
Yeah.
Well, during this time, it also forms a challenging angle.
Okay.
Astrologers call this a square with Mars.
Okay.
And Mars is the planet of action and drive.
A square. What does that mean exactly?
So think of it like this. When two planets square each other, their energies clash a bit. It creates a dynamic tension,
Okay.
a push and pull that can manifest as a need to assert yourself to take charge, but maybe a little impulsively.
Right. So it's not all smooth sailing with this full moon.
Right.
Yeah, this sounds like a recipe for some cosmic fender benders if we're not careful.
It's all about finding that sweet spot between action and awareness,
Okay.
Harness that assertive energy of Mars by all means.
Yes.
But remember to think things through and be mindful of others.
Right.
Otherwise, you might just find yourself in the middle of a cosmic traffic jam.
Well, that's a good one.
But on a more harmonious note,
Please tell me there's some good news in this cosmic forecast.
there is.
Okay, good.
While the Sun and the Moon are doing their dance with Mars, the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are in a really beautiful alignment.
Okay, I'm all ears, Hat. Tell me more about these outer planets.
So these planetary heavyweights, they move much more slowly than the other planets, so their influence is felt on a larger, more generational scale. Uranus is the planet of innovation and change.
Okay.
Neptune governs dreams, intuition, and collective consciousness.
Right.
And Pluto is about transformation and rebirth.
Okay.
So they're like the cosmic architects of our reality.
Oh, wow.
Slowly but surely shaping the world around us.
Okay, so what does it mean that they're in a harmonious alignment during this supermoon? That sounds promising.
It suggests that on a collective level, there's potential for positive shifts in consciousness. Individually, you might find it easier to connect with your intuition, to embrace change, or to tap into a deeper sense of purpose.
Oh, wow.
And what's even more interesting is how this planetary trio interacts with the full moon's energy in your specific sign.
Okay, let's get to that. I know you've been digging into what this Hunter's Moon has in store for our listener, who is a listener sign. What stands out to you about their astrological forecast? Okay, so tell me, what does this supercharged Hunter's Moon have in store for our listener who we know is a listener sign?
Well, listener sign the article is highlighting your career and your public image as major focal points during this lunation.
Okay.
It suggests that this is a time for you to step into your power and be recognized for your accomplishments.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Stepping into your power.
Yeah. Have you been working on any passion projects or maybe even considering a career move?
Ooh, good question. Maybe those new moon intentions from back on October 2nd were about like a promotion or a new job, or even just finally launching that side hustle.
It's certainly a possibility, and remember, this full moon can bring those new moon themes to fruition.
Yeah.
The article also suggests that some unexpected recognition or even some praise might be coming your way.
Oh, wow.
It's like the universe is saying, hey, listener sign,
Yeah.
it's your time to shine.
I like it.
Right.
So what about that Mars square we were talking about earlier? How does that play into all this ambition and recognition for our listener?
Okay, so that's where things get interesting.
Okay.
While this full moon offers you some really fantastic opportunities, listeners sign that Mars square could manifest as, maybe a tendency to be a little overzealous,
Okay.
even a bit too assertive
Okay.
in your pursuit of these goals.
Right.
The key here is balance.
Okay.
Channel that Martian drive.
Yeah.
But you have to remember to temper it with diplomacy and grace.
So basically channel your inner diplomat while you're out there conquering the world.
Precisely.
Okay.
Now let's weave in the influence of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, those cosmic architects that we discussed.
Yes.
For you, listener sign, their harmonious alignment highlights this really beautiful synergy between your personal ambitions
Okay.
and a desire to contribute to something larger than yourself.
That's fascinating. It's like this full moon is encouraging you to not just chase your own success, but to also think about how your unique talents and passions can benefit others.
You got it.
I love that.
This could look like mentoring someone in your field,
Oh, okay.
using your platform to advocate for a cause that you really believe in, or just simply finding ways to incorporate more compassion and understanding into your everyday interactions.
Yeah, I love that. So as you're gazing up at this powerful hunter's moon, dear listener, remember what we've uncovered today. Embrace your ambition. Go after what you want with that Aries fire, but do it with intention and awareness, keeping in mind that our personal journeys are often more fulfilling when we use them to uplift others.
Beautifully said. This truly is a potent time to manifest your desires and create positive change in the world.
It really is. And as we always say on the Partners again, the deep dive knowledge is power.
Yes.
The more you understand these cosmic influences, the
Right.
more you can harness their energy to create the life you desire.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep looking up and keep diving deep.